So your chickens are going to look pretty good in all those superhero wearables, Pete.
Fuck no, I got donut.
What about
For a mask and a cape, mate.
Right, Pete, go for it.
Do you hate the chunky bits in your soup? Are you sick of using a straw to avoid this happening? Well, look no further, because have I got a deal for you? Let me introduce you to the General So Soup Strainer. All this time you thought General So had a thick, well-groomed mustache. Well, you were wrong. He was just using the patented General So Soup Strainer. Made from genuine horsehair, it creates a thick, luscious feel. It attaches to the top upper lip to provide the perfect soup strainage. So how much would you expect to pay for this state-of-the-art invention? $99.99? No. $69.99? No. You can take this home for 4 easy payments of $9.99. You heard that correctly. 4 easy payments of $9.99. But that's not all. If you type in the comments, General So has no mo, we will not send you 1, but 2 General So soup strainers. Oh, also, language warning.
That was good, Pete.
But you win.
Where do I buy them? Where do I buy them?
I got about 1,000 in the next room, mate. I'll send you a couple.
It's going to be hard to top, Pete.
That was good.
G'day. How you going? Welcome to the Better Than Sex podcast. I'm your host, Sambo. I'm joined by Powder Monkey, General So, Carpenter, Mr. Pete, and Swabby, CJ Butterman. What do you reckon, boys?
I reckon Pirates. Doing some swabbing.
What do you
Powder
reckon?
and the monkey.
I pound the monkey, but that's a little bit different.
Carpenter, Pete. You would think that the carpenter job on a pirate ship is pretty good. Creative, hands-on, skilled, and relatively safe. However, in most cases, it would be the carpenter who had the harsh task of surgeon on the pirate ship when it came to amputations. So he had to cut.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Get the old circular saw out.
His skills with a saw would come in handy after battles. Powder Monkey is the guy that run below the deck, taking gunpowder to the cannon crews during times of battle. One of the most dangerous jobs.
I'm your boy.
And Swabby was the lowest rank. Used to mop the decks, was a daily chore, and could be particularly dangerous during treacherous weather. Swabs were the lowest rank of the pirate ship.
Pretty much.
It's Pirates, boys, because we're drinking Pirate Life this week. Pirate Life, California Ale on my end, the hard stuff, and down where General So and CJ are, they drink the light stuff. It's still Pirate Life, is it? Is not?
It is. It's just a better looking can, mate.
Half the amount of alcohol.
You're not wrong.
What do you reckon? What do you reckon, Pete? Tell us how much you hate it.
It tastes like I'm fucking sucking on a vodka cruiser. Like, if I want fucking something that tastes fruity, I'll fucking buy something that tastes fruity. I don't want my fucking beer to taste fruity.
I wouldn't say it tastes fruity.
It fucking tastes fruity. And if you can't taste, it's obviously you're fruity yourself if you fucking can't taste that.
Hey, it tells you on the top of the rim what's in it, mate. There's no fruit. Doesn't say any fruit, no bananas, fucking apples or anything.
Oh, that says Idaho on the top of mine. I'm off it. What do you reckon, General?
It's delicious. I like this. One of my favorite local pubs has it on tap. We're gonna have to start doing some shitter beers, but this one I'm gonna rate at an 8.
Oh, that's good. CJ?
Yeah.
Get
I
back to
agree.
swabbing the decks.
I'm going to 3. 3.
Let's go 6 for me. It's pretty good. It's one thing for me is 1.6 standard drinks in this can. So after I drink these 4, I'm going to be fucking hammered by the end of this podcast. Don't get me wrong, but for a 1.6 standard, it's quite drinkable. Very, very, very all right. So yeah, give it a 6. I'll give it a 6. I've just got here story time. I told you a story last time, General, and I wanted to see if we could make this a thing. I've had a fair few experiences in my life that are pretty funny, so I'm just going to tell you a little story, and you're going to get paid in on this too. I'm calling this one the Milo disappointment. When I was a young fella, not too young, about 22, 23 years old, I was a young fella around Melbourne, going to the nightclubs and stuff like you do. And was there with a mate. We went to a karaoke bar. We're the only ones there and got hammered, just saying karaoke all night. Walking home, went into one of the 7-Elevens there and they had like Milo. So we're like, this is going to be the best thing. And the next day, he bought a can of Milo and I bought a bottle of milk. Somehow in the like block we had to walk home, we like fully fucking lost each other, like to the point where we had no idea. Just that fucking drunk, man. Got up the next day, went into Dan and I'm like, fuck yeah, man, Milo, bro. And then he's like, you don't remember, do you? And I'm like, no, what do you mean? He goes, go have a look in the fridge. I went and had a look in the fridge and there's no milk. There's a can of Milo sitting on the bench. Walk back in and I'm like, what's going on? Where's the milk? He goes, after about an hour of losing each other, I was waiting for you out the front of our hotel. You come bursting up in a sprint in a ball of sweat, pissing down your face. You were absolute joy on your face. And then you jumped up right in front of me with the bottle of milk and touched down it onto the ground, fucking splashing it everywhere. So there's no Milos the next day. So that's the Milo disappointment, mate.
That was good.
I think we could. I think we could make this a thing. So work up your story for next time, General. I want to hear from one from your side.
All right, man. No worries. It's good.
It
Probably not going to be as good as the Milo disappointment, but I'll do my best.
Well, we'll start a leaderboard like everything else we do.
All right.
Shitbirds and Misfits Cup boys. 5 races run. CJ's won 2, and everyone else is on 1. We've just jumped in it before the pod here. What's your bets? Who's going to win this one?
It's Ken Oath, mate. It's not a question. There's no bet about it. He's paying $1.05.
$1.05. Where's that? I'll get on that.
I'll back against that fucking $1.05.
I think I'm on Fairy Floss this week. See you in the NT's a fucking loser. I'm not gonna fucking. So I'm on Fairy Floss, Pete. Let's go.
Let's go. You reckon?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll tell you what, boys. If Ken Oath doesn't win, I'll send you all General So's patented super strainer straight to your door. Free shipping.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take one.
Yeah, it's win-win, isn't it? Yes, today, one of our ABC founders, the Big Bird, Hemz. How you going, Hemzy?
Hey guys, good. How are you?
Yeah, bloody good, man. Bloody good. How did you go in the superhero costume? I know you got a fair few. What did you end up with?
41.
Oh, there you go, Pete. You want to buy a few?
Ah, I got better things to spend money on than costumes.
I'll give you one, Pete. Don't worry. That's all good. Yeah, I missed out on probably five chickens. I think I were on 31, 32 races when it just came to a grinding halt the last, say, 20 minutes. So yeah, I could have had a few more, but I'm pleased. It was a real grind, that super grind. Yeah.
At the end, it was hard, man, because stupidly I misread the announcement and thought it was like random chance, like you get a chance at the raffle draw. And then I went to bed the night before and worked out the races I need to run to get about 5 or 6 chooks through. And I'm like, yeah, right. If I get up at like 6 in the morning, should have plenty of time to run these races. Should be sweet. But the races were feeling that fucking quick.
It was good.
6 minutes, 7 minutes back up. So you'd only get one race in every like 10 minutes where if it was timed right, but it just wasn't in my favor. So I ended up with the big goose egg like Pete. What do you end up with, General?
Deuce.
2.
Got myself 2. I'm feeling a bit lucky about it, to be honest. I reckon I'm going to pull 2 of the vigilantes.
Oh yeah. What makes you say that?
I don't know, man. Just feeling good.
You feeling lucky?
Just feeling lucky. I think, like.
Didn't you just win the fucking skateboard?
Yeah, it hasn't turned up.
I think you've used up all your luck, mate.
No way.
He won a skateboard on 10 race entries.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's what I mean. So 66. That'll get me 2 vigilantes.
There's a lot of luck used up there, mate.
6 times the luck now this time, though.
Oh yeah, is that how it works?
Yeah.
Let's go on. Chicken Derby champion. Have you seen this, Hemz? Got about 10.
I think I watched one when Sydney was on. Yeah.
10 questions. If you've got the Where's Rusty picture, bring it up. I'm going to need you to find a couple of things.
Where's that? What? On me?
Yeah, that one.
Rusty the what? Sorry, what's the?
I'll send you a link.
Have you ever played Where's Wally or Where's Waldo?
Yes.
It's basically like that.
Is it a koala?
No. He'll tell you.
A chicken
Rusty
steak.
the koala.
Sambo will tell you what you got to find.
Okay.
I'll
There's
send
random things hidden through it.
I'll send you a picture so you can bring it up on your other screen so you can see both, mate, if you like. Hemzys.
You gotta find the things while answering the questions too, at the same time.
Yeah, so no pressure then.
Yeah, no, it's easy. It's easy.
Simples.
Just Discord it to you, mate. So 2 minutes on the clock, mate. You have to find for me 2 things. As soon as I say these 2 things, we'll start the clock and we'll start the questions. 5 easy questions, 5 hard ones. CJ did these ones, so blame him when they're wrong.
I'm just on my other screen now. I'm just having a general look.
Oh, he's cheating. Quick start.
Oh, am I not allowed to look?
No,
you can look, mate. You can look. Good luck. Righto, we'll start it anyway. In that, you've got to find a chicken wearing a tuxedo and a chicken with a mustache. Righto, start the timer, CJ. Question 1, Hemz. Which heritage is known to be fast, nimble, and hard to hit?
Lakenvelder.
Ooh, Sarama I've got here.
Oh,
How many common talents are there?
10?
10,
Hey-o.
bang on. Which talent is currently featured on Delhi's PFP?
Ah.
Time's running out, mate. You got to get through 10
Dude,
questions.
Very weird as well. It's not jetpack, is it?
No, it's Cuba. Name 4 heritages, exclusive comb and wattle types.
Candy.
Yep.
Teal.
Yep.
Name 4 heritage exclusive comms. Shit, I've got a memory blank, guys. It's 10 past 1 here. No excuses.
Stitch up.
Ask if you like.
Wait.
Remember, you got
Yeah.
6 questions left.
Go on then, I'll pass. Go on. Yeah.
Which talent will unleash a barrage of lead on the competition?
Barrage of lead. Helicopter?
CK-47.
Oh, fuck.
How many 100 perfection Saramas are there?
33.
Bang on. Which 2 uncommon talents are high frequency?
Oh, God. Oh, snap.
Nah, helicopter and blue egg. We'll give you one more. How many coops secured at least 1 superhero piece in the superhero special?
How many coops secured at least 1 superhero piece? How many coops secured at least?
So how many coops got one piece of clothing?
783.
Oh no, 103. 103 different coops.
Oh,
700 pieces.
Yes, sorry. Yeah.
Let's see one. Did you find anything? Did you find the chicken with the tuxedo?
Who knows? It's like I'm being interviewed.
Fuck Hemz. I had money on you to fucking nail all these questions.
But like, if you give me a reasonable time, right, I could have been way more focused and ready for it. But it's like I've been up nearly 20 like 19 hours, but it's all right. Tuxedo. Okay, tuxes are in the middle. There's 2 of them, a dork and a ceremon. Is that right? Or is that a cape?
We'll take your word on it, mate.
Oh, they
Yeah,
are. They
tuxes,
are.
tuxes.
Yeah. We'll give you that point.
And like, what's the other one?
Chicken with the mustache.
The ceremon right at the front. On
Yeah,
the
right.
right-hand side.
We'll give you that point as well, and you can end up on a total of 4. Sydney's not going to be very happy. He was going for the last, and I think that might be tied with Sydney. I think Sydney might have got 3.
Oh,
Anyway.
sweet then. So awesome.
We've got a leaderboard. We've got a leaderboard for this next week, CJ.
I got the first one. Jeez, that's disappointing. I'm quite disappointed with that, guys, to be honest.
No, that's all right, mate. I'd be blaming the 1 o'clock morning as well. You're a legend for coming on, mate.
No, thanks for having me, guys. It's been a long time coming, actually, hasn't it? But yeah.
Let's go CD News, boys.
I mean, all these fancy fucking sounds, they get me every time.
Want to talk about the superhero special a bit more. How good was the races? Like I just talked about it at the end of that last morning where it took like 6 minutes. There was a fucking big drop off too. It was like a fucking drop off at the end of a cliff, but the race volume, it was good to see the potential of what it could be. You know what I mean? Like being able to jump in a lot of races. I know Hemz, you got a pretty big coop and you race a fair bit. So imagine it's a delight to see in your world to see the race volume so good. I think that was one of the best things of the superhero special was to see that. But I don't know, when you win 40 odd bits of superhero gear as well is pretty good. What did you think was good, mate?
I just thought, like, just in general, that you could really focus more on birds because you knew there were a race filling up pretty much continuously. When it's kind of stagnant and you're waiting forever, your interest just is gone. I would just rather do something else. What's the point in waiting hours for races to fill? Even free races in S can take 2 or 3 hours to fill up. You know, it's just, and I would have thought the team would have basically overlapped and kept that momentum going, but they just don't. And I know they're busy, I get it, but you've got to keep that incentive going. You know, you've got to keep that pump and buzz and, you know, races happening continuously. But overall, I really enjoyed it. I was sneaking away from work on my phone as well, entering races. It was quite good. Yeah, I think last weekend, I think I did 16 hours on Saturday and 14 hours on Sunday.
Oof, yeah, that's good.
So yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. I don't know how JSD managed to get 60 plus. Yeah, he must be just be going around the clock. Like,
It's an animal.
That's some serious effort, and like, fair play to him. But I did put up in the Discord that I would be giving some away to our Discord, to CC, to White Beat Gang, and to D3, which I forgot about. So I'll be, you know, giving some of those away.
Legend.
Can't Hemz.
I'll give Pete one as well.
He's like,
Just because he couldn't take part, because you know, he was away with the family. So yeah.
Actually, oi, Hemz, don't get too. I wasn't away with the family. I was away on a.
Were you?
My supplier took me away just to drink piss for four nights. So.
Oh well, then you're not getting nothing then. That's a good break. Now I'll yeah. I'm fingers crossed that I do get something rare, but anyway, it doesn't really bother me. No, I'm just happy to see regular racing.
Should get something at least rare with 40 of them.
Hemz, I don't know if you heard, but I'm going to get 2 out of the 30 rare ones. So that only leaves 28 left for you to possibly get.
We'll see.
So that's 2 out of the total 2 you got, general.
Yeah, that's it. I told you I'm feeling lucky.
Two more than I got. You struggled. You said you struggled to get the races done. Is that because you're trying to be profitable?
Talking to me or him?
Yeah, I'm talking to you, General.
Oh, me. No, mate. I just got some. Yeah, sometimes you got to drink piss with your supplier on the weekend.
Yeah. When it's his shout.
Yeah, that's it. But I'm hearing what Hemz is putting out there. It seems like every time we get the end of a tournament or something, there's a drop off, right? Comes every time.
Oh, it's huge.
And it's noticeable, like almost to the minute. And this one, I mean, I was out and about, so I didn't see 20 minutes before the end, but I very much take Hemz's word that it was a drop off then too. What if they could bring in like achievements, like PlayStation trophies, for instance? You know, race 5 times in 24 hours, you get a bronze trophy, and that trophy gets you whatever. Like, it could be shitty, like a low tier wearable, could be future token, entry to a free race, maybe race 15 times in a 24-hour period, you get silver trophy that gets you something better. Try and incentivize people to race not just inside these tournaments, like essentially having a long running tournament, not like a season, because I know Hemz is a fan of those as well. That would be something totally different, but having just general achievements to get people like each tournament has had a different achievement, right? This one raced 33 times. Last one, I honestly can't even remember what it was, but just have them running all the time.
like daily rewards and things like that even.
Yeah, well, I mean, those ones were examples of a daily reward, but it could be, you know, weekly, not just like log in and race, but if you race 30 times in a day, you get rewarded more than someone who's raced once. Or if you have, there's a lot of people out there who spent a lot of money in the last tournament and got nothing from the tournament. But if you had a daily achievement where you said, if you've spent $25 or more, and you also had one that said you've raced 100 races or more, they're getting constantly rewarded as well. Just as a hey, I like that. I like that, man, because I'm not that big on wearables, and I don't really care too much for trophies either. So if it's land, I'm in.
I think it has to be kind of like a utility based as well, which is gonna, you know, you can use it later in the game. You know, maybe they could bring something out, you know, a utility, you know, having something ready to be used at a later date. Because right now it's just it's just wearables which just look good, you know.
I think every race you do, you get a breeding token, and you can't breed unless you get 10 tokens.
Yeah.
Every breed costs 10 or something like that. That way, because people need to race and not just breed.
Yeah.
Because racing's the thing that makes the game. If everyone just wants to, like, I know there's a lot of people who want to breed, but without racing, we don't have it. That's
without racing, man, we're not going to get enough people in the ecosystem to make breeding viable.
But if they say something like that, and they release a breeding token, and you have to have 10 breeding tokens plus whatever fee they want to chuck on top to breed, then it gets people stacking tokens, stacking breeding tokens now.
Like, I'm down for tokens and all that kind of thing. It was more just a quick concept to run these styles of tourneys all the time. So what CJ said, right? Land. Then instead of giving them away on Twitter, it could be for every race that you do in a week, you get an entry into a weekly draw, and there's 5 land pieces given away. Just to get people pumping races, get races moving, get the ecosystem flowing.
I like that idea. Like 5 pieces of land is nothing in the scheme of things for the next 20 weeks. Like, what is it? 100 pieces of land then? Out of what did they say? 15,000 land? Was it, or 1,500?
I don't know. All I'm saying is, one of you motherfuckers that has direct line to Apex, send it out there. Let's go.
He doesn't fucking talk to me anymore.
I wasn't talking to you, Pete.
Fucking he used to talk to me. Now he fucking doesn't.
The thing that I think with, say, putting up 5 pieces and doing the raffle draw thing, I think why this tournament really fucking worked. And like I said, I misread it at the start, and I thought it was the whole raffle idea again. And then I'm having a look on my watch. It's going ding, ding, ding of races running. Like, I've got it set up to A races only. So it gives you a good judge. And
Must be nice.
What the fuck's going on? Like, races are popping off, and it just kept going on and kept going on, kept going on. It wasn't like it was like someone was streaming, but all day and all night. And I think it's because the guaranteed win. And even though people do want this land, and I think people want a sure thing at the moment. They want to, if they put in the work, they're going to get something, especially after what happened in the last tourney, where a lot of the big poops, they eventually got that trophy or whatever they paid out. But there's a lot of people that ran a lot of races that didn't get much, where I think going forward, the best way to keep people racing is guaranteed wins. And I think you nailed it, General, when you said about the achievements thing.
Yeah.
Guaranteed wins. And maybe it's
But you can track them too, man. You know what you have to do.
Maybe once you get 20 of those achievements or some combination of those achievements, you can unlock the land achievement and then you can get land that way or something. But I think this last tourney really worked because of the guaranteed win. Would you have raced as much as what you did, Hemz, if you knew you weren't gonna get guaranteed? If it's just a raffle?
No, because I only got a fingerboard on the 20K one.
Yeah.
You lucked out on that one, didn't you?
1,000 races and but it's
been practicing your tech deck skills or set yourself up a little.
Well, like, I already won one in the first one, so I just gave it away. I was like, it's just don't need it, It's like, I mean, still waiting for the 10K. I've asked Apex twice in Discord about the tracking because I live halfway around the world to where they're based. So, it'd be nice to know a tracking, date and time and when it's actually going to be coming. Because it's been how long has it been now? A month? 6 weeks?
Yeah, something like that.
2 months, maybe?
Yeah.
Nothing. So.
I know it's hard to send things overseas.
DJ, have you got your skateboard, any of your skateboards yet? Yeah, okay. New Zealand is a different fucking kettle of fish. Like,
yeah,
fuck me.
I'm in the middle of nowhere, just right down the bottom. Yeah.
Talking about Apex, he's been discussing the 30K tourney. What's your thoughts on this, Hemz? Do you think they're going to run a similar tourney just for wearables or things again, or what's going to happen? What do you want to say?
I don't know. I don't know what more they can actually do. And sorry to be a stuck record, but the only way to actually filter regular races is having some sort of season mode where there's an end goal, where there's a beginning and there's an end. However long they want to have it, people will play the game because they know there's a big, prize at the end of it.
I love it. I keep every time I see you mention it, Hemz, the tournament, I'm like, it's such a good thing because it's like it's like real racing in real life when horses, they race in this race to qualify for this race, to qualify for this race, to qualify for a fucking $1 million race at the end of the year.
Yep.
That's what, and then it creates an event. It creates not just an event for the people that are watching, but if you have a big dollar race, people watch it. That aren't even in it.
Yeah.
I
agree.
I do think they need multi-train tracks though to even up the fields.
Let's say you're saying like in 200 meters the terrain changes.
Yep.
Pete, I thought the smartest thing you've ever done was the language warning at the beginning of this. But I'll tell you what, you fucking surprised me 2 times today. That's fucking good. I like that a lot.
He'll fucking put a shirt on, laddie. You watch this.
You can't put anything on if you don't own it, mate. It's not possible.
It's just a tried and tested system which has worked for games from the very beginning, and people get engaged and it becomes an addiction, which is probably not the best word to use, for anything, but it just makes you want to keep on playing and beating or trying to beat, players and rank up and then keep on ranking up. But then on that flip side, which I have thought about, is that some people have way more time than others. So is that a disadvantage to the people?
Got to be averaged somehow, though.
Yeah. Like, they have to find a happy medium where because.
The way I'd do it is you have it averaged. You got to have some minimum races, and then it averages out. And then if you get in the top classes or whatever each, and then they enter all those chickens in a specific race, you have the top 48 chickens, and those 48 chickens enter 4 races, and then they go into 2 races and they go into a grand final. Something like that is the way I look at it. But because so it encourages you to get to your minimum level of races and to get as high, and then that way you can as get a high as average or whatever it is as you can to qualify for those 48 positions.
Yeah.
And you know what, boys, is like, Hemz just hit the nail on the head there, where as soon as you have a competition or a leaderboard, and like it's a tried and tested thing where 5 minutes for this pod, remember what CJ said to us? Remember what he said, General?
Yeah. Did you see where I'm ranked? Did you say
you see where he's ranked in the profitable coats? Means fuck all that fucking thing, but
Yeah.
gotta know, and that's just a bragging right there. And we're all the fucking same. We're all fucking going, yeah, fucking look at that. I'm fucking second, cunts.
There's not many men what doesn't have a competitive nature at all, and it's just,
and that's a free thing if we could just start it like a leaderboard like that. You know what I mean? We know at ABC how people like a leaderboard, but
given the like actual time frame of it actually starting and finishing, and I spoke to Apex about it, is having, say, season 1 over a 3-month period. So in that calendar year, you've got like 4 seasons, which could create multiple champions over everything, all D&Ts. It just makes sense. It just ticks every single box for this game to basically ramp up volume races wise, bring more people in. It just ticks everything for me. It really does.
You come from a horse racing game background, Hemz, where they did seasonal stuff like this.
So basically the in-game mechanics is you race and breed horses, and then outside of that there was like a separate league with pretty much the best in the world what play that game. So what you do inside that game is export your horse file, so that gets saved, and then what that does is that other people save their specific horse over a distance and whatever age as well, because horses, they start at 2, 3, 4, however old, depending on how good they are, and then that gets pretty much brought into a league format. And I've been playing that on off for 13 years, and there's 7 versions of it.
Just so everyone's clear, it's not Zed Run. What's the name of it?
No. I nearly got into Zed Run, but I just didn't like the aesthetic look of it. Coming from like, I love horse racing in general. I love going to the races. I love gambling on horses. I just, I love all that sport itself. But when I saw Zed, I went, it looks horrible. It just looks horrible. I just didn't like it.
So you didn't look into, there's another horse one out there. It's
D-Race.
Yeah. It's got a more of a cartoon sort of look to it.
No, it's still shit. I looked into it, and it's very Asian heavy, and the prices were going fucking nuts for a while there. Like, you wanted to buy in, it was like a minimum ETH to buy in at one point.
Oof. Is that Pegaxi?
No, it was called D-Race.
Oh, D-Race.
And the chickens, not chickens, the horses wouldn't say cartoony, but they tried to make them more realistic. But by making them more realistic, they fucked up proportions or something along those lines. And they look fucking half like mutant horses. Like, their proportions weren't right.
You just bought a fucking goblin Zuki, Pete, and you're worried about how fucking good a horse looks.
Fucking goblin Zukis are the way. Pump them, boys. I didn't
Answer
pay. I
this.
didn't pay an ETH for my Goblin Zuki though.
How far talents away, Pete? Answer me that.
2 weeks.
2 weeks on a Monday. Everyone's talking about it's got to be a Monday. I think these cunts could just come out and go, fuck you, Monday, cunts. It's ready Wednesday. Here you go.
Yeah.
Hope
They
so.
did come out ages ago and said talents will be a Monday.
Yeah.
I think it's this Monday. I do think it's next week.
Yeah.
Looking at the
So,
Trello,
3 days.
and looking at where they're at, I think there's only really been Blackhole where they've had some kind of issues, and I'm praying that it's good.
Do you think talents are going to change anything?
Oh, yeah, it's going to have an impact. Absolutely.
I don't think it will.
Pete, that's because you think the talents are already in. It's
No. I don't think it will. I don't think it will because the way I was sort of being sold on talents is once we get talents, they can start creating videos on talents and sharing it on Twitter, and that was supposed to bring more people in.
Marketing wise, you mean?
Marketing wise, basically.
Yeah.
And they've already been marketing the talents now. So shouldn't we be seeing a burst of people now?
Yeah, I can't. I agree, Pete. I don't think talents is the big influx moneymaker. Personally,
I think the influx moneymaker is getting streamers on board, like KG Gan, whatever his name is, getting more of them on to stream too, and that's the way it's gonna.
That's the thing, Peter, ties in with talents, right? People aren't going to come just for talents, right? But how many times have you shown fucking one of your mates the chicken race, the shortest fucking chicken race there is, and you show them, and at fucking 50 meters in, they go, how fucking long is this? Where if you can show them and there's talents, 3 or 4 talents popping off, they're not saying how long is this. They're going to stick through to the end, see that dollar figure at the end and go, oh, you made fucking $10 off that race.
It is. You talk about
how
that.
do you get into these chicken things? Like that's where I see talents.
You talk about these that what you just said. Then when I watch the races that Chicken Derby releases on their Fridays now, I don't watch the race. I'm like, keep scanning every chicken to see which one will drop their talent next. Is that what? Like,
yeah, I do a bit of that.
Need to see some rollerblades.
Let's bring up the next one. The talent video. Have you got it there, CJ? The new talent video, dig rollerblades and moving walkway.
How good were rollerblades? Fucking Jesus.
You're a big fan of that one, Pete, don't you? I love dig as well. Like dig is just
Dig's right up there.
It didn't affect the chickens in the lanes beside it. Like that's what everyone was thinking, that it'd affect the dirt would slow down the chickens. But look how good's rollerblades.
It looks like it's got trash cans on its feet, Pete.
Yeah, I know, but look how much ground it made. It was dead last. Now it's leading.
Okay, here's
almost
the
like
thing.
Kuba, except it's only a low frequency.
Gonna ramp it up.
Pete,
They're gonna change that.
Pete said talents don't make. I got a lot of moving walkways, so this looks good to me.
Yeah, it does. I like it as well.
Pete said boost at the end. But then watch this. Look how slow this chicken runs now. You watch all the other chickens catch up, and it happens nearly with every talent. Like Pete said before, talents aren't going to make a difference, right? And I hate agreeing with Pete, but sometimes you just gotta. Where do you not see? I'll ask Hemz this. Do you not see Hemz after a talent pops off, that chicken runs fucking slow?
Yeah.
And lets the rest of the group catch up.
Yeah, it's not impactful enough on some of them as well. I think it's you know, it's yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
Question, Hemz. With memory reset, and it's memory reset's cold snap, isn't it?
Yeah.
What you've seen of cold snap, is it disappointing?
Yeah.
Fucking is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like it should be good. Like it was ramped to be really good.
Yeah. I think, you know, like I think a few people's touched on it in the Discord, is that the rarer the talent, it should be more impactful for me. You know, like Royal Procession.
Oi,
Like, you know,
well-
like people paid a premium for them, you know.
well, we've spoke before on it, and we used to talk Samba and I used to talk about buying a Royal Procession or a Black Hole, and we were under the impression that because they were that rare, that when they went off, they were a guaranteed win. They might not go off as often, but if they go off in a race, you're pretty much guaranteed to win. It doesn't look like that's going to happen, but
No.
it should be the way it happens though.
It should be a high percentage rate of winning.
Because if
If
you
it
sit
does.
there, if it only goes off 1 in every 6 races, say, it still only increases your percentage. Like, what is that? 15%? So Royal Possession gives you a 15% win rate. Unless another Royal Possession goes off.
I will if that talent only pops off once every 20 races.
Like, it depends on how much it pops off. Make it pop off 1 every 10 races. Royal Possession gives you a 10% win rate. So that means you're still going to have a decent chicken to make it profitable.
But like, would they counter in the consistency level as well? You know, along with the talent, because some chickens are just terrible. You know, from a consistency level.
I heard you got 2 real
They
shit
find
Royal
a balance
Possessions.
now with the algorithm for, you know, a consistency level on top of the talent as well, which goes with it.
So Hemz, you've got 2 Royal Possessions. Do you think they've nerfed your chickens because they've got Royal Possession?
Absolutely, they are my worst chicken. I've got a Black Hole 97 Cerema. There's only 3 of them. He's terrible. You know, he's won 6 races in 216 races.
Yeah.
Now there's something.
Jesus, that's rough. Oh, it's saying that, mate.
Just not balancing up.
I got a white beak 95 Sarama, and he won his first race at the 95th race. Like, he's a fucking 95 white beak Sarama.
Yeah.
Like, he should be winning some races. He's not stuck in S. He sits in A, and he can get second and he can get third, but he got his first win the other day, and it was actually live when we were streaming, which was nice. I like that.
Here's a question for you: is what if the rarity of talents has nothing to do with their power?
Quite possible.
And I know it's like a thing that people have paid extra for, and Hemz is probably one of those people, but it's a bit of a misconception that we've all come into this thinking that Royal Procession and Black Hole were going to be powerful and they would happen less often. And then they brought out the frequency thing, and it's just blown a whole fucking lid off it, where that was the conception that everyone had that coming into this thing was the rarer ones will go off less, but they'll be very impactful. And I think that we're not seeing that, but
think a
who
big
knows?
Little snippet they dropped the other day of that if you have, 200-meter race, a high frequency talent, it's possible, very unlikely, but possible that your chicken could drop its talent 5 times in the race. So a high frequency talent like Cold Snap, because I got a Cold Snap chicken, it fucking sucks, but I really want to race it because it's my favorite chicken. I need it to be like just not bleeding money, and I'm okay. If it's roughly break even, I'll run that thing 1,000 times.
So
If it's good, if it is perhaps like if just by fucking chance it's good over 200 meters, it's probably better to have a high frequency talent because it could pop. Cold Snap could pop 2 times, 3 times in a race. Frequent enough that it makes a difference. But if it is good only over 100 or 120, then it probably doesn't make that much of a difference because it doesn't have enough chance to pop a few times to give it a big enough bonus.
I'll tell you what does make a difference. and what people should be going out there and buying.
Rollerblades,
It's-
we know.
No, not rollerblades at all. Talent.
Is that your favorite talent, Pete?
No, it is my favorite talent. Striped chickens. I don't know whether it's just me, but I've got 3 or 4 striped chickens, and they got better win percentages than a lot of other chickens. I don't have a bad striped chicken, whereas I have bad other ones.
I'm fun stripes.
Hemz, you'd have a few stripies.
Yeah, I've got one, and it's quite good, a Sultan.
Yeah, fucking proved.
But
Yeah, lock
but
it in, Eddie.
if I'm, like just from, I think there's only one classic from memory which I've seen, which is good, and that's Enigma from Kent. I've not seen a really top black chicken.
No. Like black chickens and classics, I'm a bit hit and miss on my classic. I don't have a black one, but my stripes, like I've got a 90, like people struggle with 97 Seramas and 98 Seramas because they jump between S and A are too much.
Yeah.
My most profitable birds are 97 stripe Serama. Absolute fucking killer.
You want to see a classic chicken that runs like a rock? Fucking come check out Struth, mate. He fucking runs quick as a fucking rock, that cunt. Fucking hell. I tell you. I fucking tell you.
What's your classic?
Yeah.
Wait,
It's a dog. 94
yeah.
dog, but still.
Are we
Classic
gonna
candy.
He's
see-
one of 4.
Are we going to see some cosmetic, buffs in the game?
Well,
You know-
Stripe's already doing it, mate. That's what I'm saying.
Are we going to see it evolve like Alienize as well? Vampire.
Well, they talked about doing buffs on talents.
Talents,
with
some of them,
cosmetics.
some of them might not, but there's breeding, there's the metaverse to come as well.
Mm.
That's a whole aspect of the game, which personally I am probably underrating a fair bit right now because racing is the only thing in front of my face. And, if I'm not pointing and looking at it, it doesn't fucking exist to me. So
Think,
you get to metaverse farming and you've got a classic that's farming, maybe it farms quicker.
And think about when the metaverse comes general and I need a paperweight, I can just use Struth.
Yeah,
He's
Struth's there,
fucking-
man.
Yeah, fucking jam
Or
on
don't
all the
send it,
papers,
just
stop and
stay
blown away.
exactly where you are.
Yeah.
This is where I'm kind of on the fence on how much, time consuming is it going to be from, farming or doing whatever in the metaverse to actually racing. Maybe we could put a percentage on it again. I don't want to be farming for days on end.
Same.
I want to be racing. That's what I've paid to play this game, and more importantly, breeding. I want to be breeding chickens.
Well,
But you're
I
breeding
would-
to race, right? You're not breeding to farm.
I would like to agree with you, Hemz, but I did play a lot of farming simulator as a kid, and I don't know, I could just get sucked straight back into that lifestyle.
But then it's defeating the object of the game originally coming out, saying race your chickens and stuff. The main emphasis has to be on racing.
100%.
Has to be. And I just
I
hope
think-
I hope they don't lose that with Ganja Farm and whatever that game kind of entailed, because I'm into crypto unicorns as well, and it's tedious, guys. It's just it's not good. I don't
If they could link every aspect of the game that you have to do it through racing, say get a token or whatever, to do everything you want to do in the Chicken Derby metaverse, farming, etc. I think that could be the way. Like you said, mate, it's a racing game first. If we've got to keep the racing going, and if it's not enjoyable to race, people aren't going to hang around to race. So that's number one.
Yeah, I agree. We need to. I think nobody's touched on the actual tokenomics and how that could have a massive impact on the game. And I'm going to flip to another game now called Riot Racers, where they basically brought out a rental and a breeding system of cars, which sounds strange, and driving as well, for that matter. But the influx of players went pretty much 80%, you know, and new people. They had probably 3,000 or 4,000. They jumped up to like 16,000, 18,000 members.
Yeah, right.
You know, within a few weeks, it just went boom. Like, there has to be an incentive to bring in, say, people less fortunate than some of us, which could potentially earn. I don't like the word passive income, but you know, something which over time they can earn something within that game as a reward. You know, and most games now have tokens. It's just how it fuels the ecosystem within the game. It really does. You know, without it, it's just a gambling game. It's just solely a gambling game. It's a decent gambling game.
Yeah.
You know, where 80%, 90% of us is going to lose money pretty much regularly. It just is.
Check.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't
that's
know, I did quite good in the 33 races. I was $179 up, which I was surprised.
yeah, that's unreal.
Yeah.
Fucking, that's unreal, mate. No, it's
Stop
good.
running
CJ, though. CJ's top.
My
CJ's top
ranking,
5.
though, I do find
Hey.
Oh, you're
Pete's
breaking up
dead.
a bit, Pete.
Yeah.
His robot's malfunctioned. His only gets an hour. It was right on the limit.
Yeah.
I thought you wanted a translate. Just like,
Let's go ABC News here. We're just going to run through this real quick, but we just ran the Chicken Battle Extreme tourney. Sydney Cove won it. So it's like a versus tourney. We're going to run a few more tourneys coming up, and we're going to do a seasonal tourney, Hemz. How good's that sound?
What's that, Sambo? Say again. You just cut off then on mine.
We're going to do a seasonal tourney, mate.
Oh, yes. Yes.
So that's going to be pretty fun. I wasn't going to say this, but
Why'd you write it on the run sheet if you weren't going to say it? What do you
Well,
mean you were going to say it?
people always asking to me to drop alpha. So WWCD Mini coming soon. So we
That's
don't.
it. Just leave it at that, Sambo.
Yeah, that's good. Jailhouse Cock Alpha here. Look at this fucking alpha on alpha. Look closer at the website for your Jailhouse Cock Alpha. If you want to just look closer at the website, all the information's there you need.
Is that numbers written on the bricks?
Shut up, Pete. Fuck. Moving on. Let's go to quick fire questions.
Well, lucky we don't edit this because otherwise Sambo might edit that out.
You fucking idiot, Pete. You idiot.
Oh, it was pretty fucking obvious.
Here
And honestly, I didn't even know that. It was just purely a guess.
we go, Hemz. We got 10 questions for you, mate. Pretty simple stuff. No timer on this one. So no timer, no scores. All we have
no pressure. Okay.
we just want to learn a bit more about you. And the first obligatory question we usually ask is where do you get your name from? Where's Hemz come from?
I'm from a small town in England called Hemsworth. Really small town, so that's where it's come from where I'm born.
Well, that's very fucking disappointing, mate. All the viewers and listeners were hoping you were cousins with Liam or one of those boys.
Maybe.
The other Hemsworth brother.
Here we go. Question 1, mate. How long have you been into chickens?
Ooh, 9-10 months, I think. I looked, and I think my first bought chicken was over 10 months ago. It was Vamos, 96 Dork Vampire Moving Walkway. That was my
Oh,
first.
yeah.
That's a nice first chicken.
Not a bad first chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't get in on the mint?
No, I tried on the very last one. I had enough for, I think, 24 chickens at mint, and I thought I got 10, and it was just stuck on the loading screen. And then I would jump onto the Discord, and people were getting them, and other people were like, "No, I'm stuck." And then within a minute or two, sold out, gone. I'm like, shit. Yeah. So all of my chickens is from Open Seas, sadly enough.
That's why you've got such a fucking awesome coop. You're not stuck with any fucking shit chickens you minted. It's just like
no, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna filter, and I'm gonna give ABC, I think, 2 chickens. I'm gonna send 2 over for giveaways.
Oh yeah, man. Fuck yeah, love it.
I need to just look through. And what I'm gonna do is once you start, I thought about this the other day. I'm gonna give a special somebody, whatever tournament you do, 1 breeding right to breed with any chicken in my coop.
Oh, hey,
Jesus, that's a big
That's
prize,
good.
isn't it?
That's
You want some
massive.
fucking alpha. That's the alpha.
I'm gonna
Any.
start a few extra wallets, secret wallets here, I think.
Rambo's
No.
coming back.
Yeah, any. So
Fucking
I
hell,
think that
that's
we need a
good.
really, really good tournament to,
Yeah.
but once breeding does, they have 1 breeding right to breed with anything in my coop.
Oh yeah, well that rolls into this next question, mate. What's your best bird?
Jeez. Do I have to pick one? Yeah.
Give us a couple if you like.
I think obvious is MR. I think, but I think the one which has surprised me the most from closed beta to open beta has to be Shadowcorn. I think for a 99 Cerema, it actually runs like 100. It really does.
I got a 99 Cerama, and that Shadowcorn shits all over it. And I'm fucking Devo. Mine's is such a fucking donkey compared to fucking Shadowcorn.
Yeah.
Every time I see that fucking thing, I get depressed.
I don't know whether it's teal or white beak.
Teal. It's fucking teal, man.
But there's just something about that chicken which just, it's just awesome. And if I had to pick a low end one from this last tournament, I would go Nahani. So I'm seeing really good data. And Insinuendo, my little 92 Cerema white beak, is just a little terrier. I love it. It's awesome. Yeah.
92.
Sorry, guys, I
as
can't
well.
pick one.
That's all right.
I'm fond of a few.
You've just given the listeners 3 birds that they're going to choose to breed from now. Which bird do you wish you owned?
Ooh. Come on, we all know the answer to this.
Yeah, like
Chicken 11, mate. Chicken 11 is what you want to say.
No.
which bird do you wish?
It's gotta-
you owned?
It's gonna be it's chicken 3, right? And if it's not
Oh.
chicken 3, it's chicken 33.
Well, 3 is my lucky number, but if I had to pick a chicken which I'd love to own, it's chicken 6, the striped cherry dusk cold snap 100p Cerema.
Yeah. Chop.
And
Just
I've got a bid on it.
striped cherry dust 100.
I've got a bid on it right now as well, but it's not biting.
Striped cherry.
Yeah,
Stop
100.
there. Yeah.
It's the only one. It's the only 100p striped cherry.
What talent does it have?
Cold
Cold
snap.
snap.
Ooh.
The only cold snap 100 as well.
What's your most regretful sale?
I've not really sold anything, to be honest. I've not sold anything.
Yes.
Stay strong.
Um,
Stay strong.
Love it, mate. Guess how many I've sold? 0.
I will be downsizing eventually. But no, I've not sold nothing. Maybe I flipped something way back when, but I don't remember. But no, I've not sold nothing in the past maybe 7 months. Yeah.
What's your best purchase, like best value, cheapest purchase, or which one? I remember you telling me a story once. You had to pull over in the car and fist pump the air because your offer went through.
Yeah, it like has to be memory reset again. I DM'd Cockles, Cluck and Cockles, is it? What's his name? Cockle thingy?
Clams and
The guy-
cockles.
Yeah. I messaged him like probably 2 months prior to me wanting it. I had my heart set on it, and he was like asking 4 or 5 ETH, and I went, nah, sorry, no. And then it just started to the market started to just have a downward turn. And he messaged me, he went, I'm putting it up for 1.5. And I went, I've got 1.1. I put an offer out. I was driving to work because I was working away, like 3-hour drive away from Auckland. And I got a beep beep, and it was like chicken bot from Twitter. And I looked and it showed 1.1 ETH. So I pulled over and I thought, fuck, I've got this. Pulled over, sale gone, and I just fist pumped the air. And funnily enough, after that, somebody else put 1.5 in as well. So it just accepted my offer when somebody else put 1.5 in for it. So I think fate had a part to play in that. Yeah. So really, yeah.
When you love chickens so much that it causes traffic accidents.
Yeah. 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 I think there's another one as well. Oh, probably Muhammad as well was a great buy, I think, for 0.51 for the 100 white beak sultan, which I didn't.
Oh, that's cheap in this market.
Which I didn't expect to get as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think those.
What about worst purchase, mate? Have you purchased any that you regret?
Probably Shadowcomb when I first bought it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like actually, like racing it in closed beta, it was terrible, and I pretty much paid the same price as what I would have paid for an 100. Yeah, like 3 ETH, and I was like, But the backstory to that is I don't solely own that. That's our share with Reno, because we're into crypto unicorns. So we minted a free mint of something quite rare, and we sold it for about 3 ETH. So that was just a perfect swap over, which didn't come from our pocket. It was just a lucky mint we got.
So now that it's a champion, is it like, I'll keep it? Oh no, I'll keep it.
Yeah, it's an 80-20 split now. Yeah.
I know you said this a few times, but which stage are you in now, and how many times have you said, okay, I have enough chickens now?
If I get one more, right?
This question is designed for you. We put this in because of you.
Yeah, no. If I get one more, which I've got my eye on, a few, but if I get any one of those, I think that's going to be me pretty much coming to a stop. I've been quite fortunate, and it's been an expensive journey, but I'm really happy with like what I've got collectively. And this week again, because I've not had time to play and really get a good run into my chickens, is that I'm starting to see some really good patterns with some of them, and I'm quite excited. I think I've got some hidden gems, and Pete's falling asleep there as well. Sorry, Pete. Yeah.
So the answer you're saying is way more than a dozen, and way more than a dozen to come. I think.
No. I've always been kind of selective and limited to what I've been buying over this past 10 months because of my long-term vision of breeding more so than racing. So I think I'm coming to a close. I really do. But
man, I got to give it to you that your coop is potentially the best coop in the game. It's right up there.
No.
Right. Nah, quality wise, like find one fucking bad chicken in your coop, mate. Find me one fucking exactly. Don't even look because they're not there.
How many times have you swept the floor, Hemz? 0.
No.
Because you're fucking selective of what you buy, mate.
Yeah, true. Yeah. No,
and believe it or not,
if I had to, if I had to put somebody who I think is recent purchases and buying is going to be Blake. If I'm completely honest,
he's bought some good chickens lately.
Blake is starting to accumulate some serious chickens, and they're not 99s. These are clean 100s. So yeah, I'm really impressed. And I've just looked now, and he's just bought 100 Cerema off of.
Oh, really?
He's just got another 100p for ETH. So yeah.
How many hundreds do you own?
15.
15 100s.
Yeah. Is it 15? 12, 15? I don't know, actually.
Must be very nice.
So what you're saying is a quarter of your coop, are hundreds.
Yes.
That's nice.
Impressive.
How many have you got, General?
That's right up there, mate.
Well, if you add all of mine together, they might equal 100.
I think I've got 10% or 15% of the white beak hundreds. I think I own 4 or 5 white beak hundreds.
That's all right.
Yeah,
that's a good stat. That's good.
Well, you told me you just don't buy the floors, but what would you pay for a floor cerama right now if you were to buy a floor cerama?
Of which perfection?
The cheapest one, mate.
Okay.
Of 100.
Yeah, please. I'm praying I get chicken 6, but I doubt it.
Mate, that one Blake just bought was a white beak too. You could have bought it.
Yeah, I know. But I've looked at its form and I don't really like it. But no.
And it's got a horrible name.
Yeah, I know. I don't like it as well. If I were to pay for a Cerema floor price chicken, I would say probably about 0.11. Just a normal common talent. Anything rarer than that, I'll be pushing 0.15 to 2. I have put a bid on a coconut one, which isn't raced as well. I put 0.2 for that.
That question's just so in 12 months' time we can collate all those little short snippets into one massive video and go, you said you'd fucking pay for one. Show you in 12 months' time.
Yeah. It's definitely a buyer's market, but I think people are getting slightly confused the ETH price to the US dollar price. There's a little bit of, I'd be fucking buying everything at 0.5 if I had money. And you want to think cool.
Do you think the market's ticking back just a little bit, mate? Like, do you think there's a little bit of positiveness back in the market?
Well, I looked and I think there's the only I don't know, I could be wrong, but 800 plus chickens for sale. Only
it's something like that, yeah.
That's just very thin. That is extremely thin market.
What's that, like 2.5%?
Yeah, that's
not a bad
crazy.
Yeah.
That's
crazy. Doesn't take much for one big buyer to come in and just sweep floors that eat very easily.
But like my question is like, where is everybody? Like
sitting on their hands.
Yeah, but
trying to weather out the storm, holding on to their chickens for fucking dear life, mate.
Yeah. yeah, I don't know. I know another coop who's, well, not knowing personally, but a massive whale. I mean, is in like cuppy terms is a giga whale. Is into Gods Unchained, and his card assets are worth probably $5 million alone. But he's got 120 or 130 chickens, and he's been saying he's just waiting for the game to be fully implemented before he starts playing it.
Yeah,
And
fair enough.
And I'm sure a lot of other, coops,
And all us impatient cunts are here going,
Yeah,
"Oh, win
exactly.
talents, win fucking bring, win bring."
We're just full on degens,
Yeah.
just utilize as assets and play it. That's normal, But yeah, no, strong hands it is a great guy as well. Yeah. And super cool as well. I don't know where all these other, and Poseidon's slowed down a lot as well. He was racing quite regularly, but I don't know. But like, would you be disappointed though if we did have a massive influx and you couldn't get into races, which you wanted to race? It's kind of that double-ended sword type thing.
Yeah. I was just complaining about that with the whole superhero competition. I'm like, fucking 6 minutes till my race runs. What bullshit is? I gotta wait 6 minutes.
Yeah. I think that the actual pace of that was really good. Like if you've got all your ducks in a row, and you've got all your chickens lined up with a million tabs, and you know which race, and you've kind of got them in order, then it was just an easy process just to get them in, and it just went boom, next. It was just so good.
You have the D3 live screen just there on another screen, flicking over races. Oh yeah, watch that one. Oh, watch. Yeah, no, it's very nice to be able to do that, especially when you got to keep the size of yours, mate. Like you want to run as many chickens as you can, not.
But I'm kind of like a mid-tier. I'm like a mid-tier compared to like JSD and Kent. And, like even Pete and probably,
Oh, mate, you're pretty close to me. I'm not far off you. I've got 78.
Oh, shit. I thought that you had like 100 plus.
Nah, man, I've only got 78.
He just talks a big game, but he's only got 78.
And
only 78.
And I don't have 1500s.
Pete is many cock, small penis.
Yeah.
Here we go, Hemz. Last couple, mate.
Go on, then.
Favorite beverage?
Ooh, my favorite beverage, if it's a beer, it's a Polish lager called, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, Tyskie. Tyskie.
In New Zealand?
Yeah, I used to be able to get it, but I think they ran out, and then they've not got a shipment or whatever back in. But that's
right on the list. We should see if we can get it.
It's strong as well. I think it's either 5.9 or 6.2%. Oh, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, so we'll have to try to get some.
It's beautiful. It's clean. It's just nice tasting, and it gets you really drunk.
The last question I got
maybe
here.
not for the pod then.
Yeah. The last one I've got here, mate, and pretty much the only reason why we do this whole podcast and the only reason why anyone listens is who's got the better mustache, Sambo or the General? Lean a bit further into the fucking camera, please, please. We can't see you fucking past the strainer.
I'm gonna go right with Sambo here, right? Because I can't fucking grow a full beard or a mustache, and Izzy's just uniform perfectly around his face. It's just impressive.
I mean, yeah, it's not really the question though. So
it's like his bottom half is covered. It's just impressive.
And we established at the start of the episode that General's isn't a mustache; it's a soup strainer. And I can detach it on.
I can actually take it on and off. Yeah. It's too.
You've got like a 70s German porn style look about you.
Yeah. You know why? Because he does.
Compliment.
Because he does 70s German porn, Hemz. That's why.
The math checks out.
Righto, boys. Shitbirds Misfits Cup. Here we go.
Go.
My money's on Pete here. So what are you paying me, Pete, if you win?
Nothing. If I win the
Come
whole
on.
race, I'm not paying you fucking.
Give me some odds.
Is there
Give
a
me some odds,
robot
Pete.
in our race? Fuck, we're fucked.
It's a D class race. Robo, who is that?
Better
Hey,
than
Blake.
that's-
There you go. Yeah, so
My
I think
money's
you-
on Mrs. Featherbutt because she's striped.
as long as
Ooh,
anyone wins,
Sorry for mine. Ooh.
anyone but CJ wins, I'll be happy.
Mm.
It's taking it home. I told you, $1
Here we go. What has he got? Dingo's in
Oh.
lane 2, CUNT in the lane 3, Ken Oath down the bottom, no, in the middle, lane 7. Where's Fairy Floss down the bottom? That's where my money's on. Fairy Floss down the bottom. Don't mind.
Oh,
what
Jesus,
Jesus.
Jesus,
Oh,
CJ.
we've lost it. There he is.
Oh,
Oh, that was an alt tab extravaganza. Alt tab. Fucking CJ's in the front. Look at this.
You fucked
Dingo.
Fairy Floss with that.
What talents you got on these Chooks boys? Do you know?
Black hole.
rollerblades.
Is it?
It's the only
Yeah.
rollerblades in my coop, and I'm going to have to hand it over.
What's on Fairy Floss, Pete?
I do not know.
She fucking needs it. She's sitting back in 12th place there. She needs
Hang
something
on.
to help her out.
I don't know.
Dingo and CUNT in second and third place. See you in the NT coming up a bit in 80 meters left. Come on, boys.
Got a good
Let's
chance.
go and see CUNT take a victory. I think
We need a sniper on Dingo. I repeat, we need a sniper on Dingo.
Fairy Floss's machete.
how cold is it
Jesus.
there, Pete?
I'll tell you exactly how cold it is.
Motherfucker.
Look at this. Dingo, 20 meters to go. It's gonna come third. CUNT and Ken Oath. Ken Oath takes fourth. Second. CUNT third, and Fairy Floss last. So fourth.
This is bullshit.
Currently, it's 12 degrees.
Ooh, pretty fresh.
Fucking coldest it's been
Well,
all year.
There you go. CJ goes up another one. CJ's going to win all our fucking chickens.
Still,
He needs
still a long way to go, but tell you what, it's not
We-
paying $1.05 next week.
We have an end date for this, boys, or what are we just fucking?
So
50
when I'm in the lead, we'll call it.
Yeah, just call it.
Honestly, at this
Do we-
point, whenever CJ's not in the lead, let's call it.
You know, to be honest with you, if we get to the end and CJ's in the lead, we just have a group decision to say, last one wins, boys. And then 3 of us go, yeah, righto. Sounds good. It's 3 versus 1 every time. Doesn't matter who's in the lead. It's going to happen.
Your chart looks
That's it.
pretty fucking good, CJ.
That's it. Thanks for coming on, Hemz.
Well, thanks for having me, guys. So
Um,
I'm a bit tired as well. It's been a long day at work and it's a little bit
Right.
late, but we've got a new public holiday here in New Zealand for the Maoris, so I don't have to work tomorrow, so I've got a full weekend off. So long
Oh,
day.
Oh, hell yeah. Nice, man. Nice. No, thanks for coming on. What's it like fucking 2 o'clock in the morning there, whatever the fuck it is. That's absolutely legendary, mate.
It is. It's 2:20. Yeah. No. it's all
Yeah, we live in this fuck time zone.
One good thing is I got through all 4 of those fucking shit pale ales in that podcast. I don't have to have any shit in my fucking fridge.
What's that, Pete? We could hear you were slurring a little bit.
Yeah. I
Uh,
got through them, mate. That was the main thing. I didn't want to have any beers left in my fucking dirty fridge that's sit there for a fucking ages I don't want to drink.
right, guys, that's us. We're out of here. Go see our Men and Sex YouTube, go to our ABC Twitter, go to CJ's Twitter, go to our Discord, like, share, comment. And that's about it. Thanks, CJ.
Remember,
thanks, Pete. Thanks,
Put in the
Joe.
comments, General So has no mo.
And if you want to order one of General So's soup strainers, send a message to Pete. It's Pete's email, I guess. You can find it on the website.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.
Take care,
Catch you
guys.
Right.
Oh.
Seriously.
You like that one?
Yeah.